Just want to add on to my solar noon video on the hormones and beta endorphins and nitric oxide that I just done, specifically on the precursors for testosterone and estrogen for women. The solar noon UVB makes the precursors. Any skin that's exposed, the more skin, the better. So full naked will make a lot of testosterone and estrogen at solar noon UVB time. But one hack you can do is you can go specific to an organ. So we know that the estrogen and testosterone are made in the sexual reproduction organs of the man, the women being the testicles and the yoni. So the hack is to expose your yoni and testicles to solar noon sun, and then you will optimize and maximize the levels of testosterone, precursor to testosterone, that are made and subsequently testosterone into your blood and system. So your sexual hormone function for men and women, the way to optimize it isn't, one way could be naked, but if you can't do naked or as much skin as possible, one hack you can do is to expose your little winkle, your little willy, and wear Kaneki tan-free shorts, which I promoted before, very cheap, that let some light in, or just if you're in privacy, go and whip that yoni and testicle bag out to the solar noon sun for 5 or 10 minutes, and you will get an extremely high amount of, because the precursors on the skin of the testicles and the yoni are right above the sexual organ where it's made. The precursors go in, the precursors are activated by the UV sunlight, and they go from from right where they are, from the surface of the testicles and the yoni, into the actual reproduction organ of the testicle and yoni where it's made. The precursors go in to make the precursor, and what I'm saying is the distance isn't long. So if I had it just my face exposed, the precursors for testosterone and estrogen would be made on the face, but they'd have to travel around the blood system all the way down to the yoni and testicle, whereas we can use what we call localized medicine and localize the UVB sunlight to the place where it's made and the skin above the testicles and yoni, and therefore it doesn't have to travel as far. The precursors, they're activated by the sunlight and get straight into the testicles and yoni. Hopefully I explained myself. So do that. That's the hack. That's why we talk about making sure you get your privates exposed to the sun, especially a sunrise sunset for the red light therapy, number one, and number two, at UVB. When the UVB is because the UVB solar noon from spring, summer, autumn, summer is highly penetrative. UVB is a very penetrative. It's a very short wavelength, but it doesn't penetrate deep, but it penetrates highly. It's highly activated. It's why in UVB and UVC in clean water, they're very penetrative, and that penetration is what is needed to create the precursors to vitamin D and also testosterone and estrogen. So how fascinating is that? All right, peace.